All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Sushi and Popcorn. I'm Delia,
Keith.
Kevin.
and we are checking out XG. Something ain't right. Have you've heard the song before? You've seen the video before? Me and Kevin have not. So we're about to jump right into this. I'm really excited. So far, none of these girls have let me down. So far, every song I've heard from them has been top tier. So let's keep that moving. All right. All right. Here we go.
Oh. Nope, that was me. Sorry. Blooper number 4.
Something ain't right. You've been acting funny lately. You ain't got a lie. Got me out here looking crazy. What you tryna hide? Baby, I can't take it. You can't take it. Something ain't right. I know something ain't right. I feel you creeping. I don't need to be right there, boy. The way you're moving, things you're doing just ain't fair, boy. Now every time I call your name, the way you answer ain't the same. Yeah, I figured you out, boy. Why you really think that you're the one who could be running game over me? Why are you standing there playing dumb when I know something ain't right? You've been acting funny lately. You ain't got a lie. Got me out here looking crazy. What you tryna hide? Baby, I can't take it. You can't take it. Something ain't right. I know something ain't right. 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 I know something ain't right. Boy, I put you in the spotlight. You can tell me what you want, but it's all lies. Knock knock, who's there? It's your whole life. I don't do 3 checks only one time. XO, love me good. Read you like an open book. Test me, I wish you would. You must be crazy. Why do you really think that you're the one who could be running game over me? Why are you standing there playing dumb when I know something ain't right? You've been acting funny lately. You ain't got a lie. Got me out here looking crazy. What you tryna hide? Baby, I can't take it. You can't take it. Something ain't right. I know something ain't right. 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 I know something ain't right. What goes around comes back around. Look at me in my eyes, baby, can you see me with one more time? You could drop body act my baby, but it's time you ain't gon' make it. I can tell you a million times, something ain't right. You've been acting funny lately. You ain't got a lie. Got me out here looking crazy. What you tryna hide? Baby, I can't take it. You can't take it. Something ain't right. I know something ain't right. 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 I know something ain't right.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, right.
They have fun, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
They have fun. Okay, so I'm gonna start. XG, love the song. Definitely gonna check it out in the truck and see how it sounds in there. The where do I start? Okay, so the visuals. Start from the visuals. They be visual in it. I don't even know how to say it. I can just imagine being in pre-production and listening to the song and then hearing what their concept and then storyboarding it and then as well as blocking it out and as well as, hey, so in this scene we're going to have people in the elevator. This scene she's going to be floating in the air. This scene I want it to pan from over the shoulder from her POV over the shoulder to a camera like a phone's watching her. The car, just drawing all this onto the storyboard because I can't see them going out here and just shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is detailed craftsmanship in videography. Then let's go to the wardrobe. Okay. Wardrobe, and then the makeup, and then the hairstyles. She is killing that shortcut. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She is. When I felt so free when I cut my hair.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it was short. Girls, when your hair is that short, because I cut mine to that length, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got so tired of dealing with long hair, washing it, blow drying it, curling it. Oh, I got to get ready for work. That is time consuming. And if y'all haven't noticed, sometimes my shit is in the bun. I will wrap that shit up and call it a day. Unless I really have somewhere to go, and then you've got to take the time out for yourself, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had my hair that short, I was just like, wash face, wash ass, put your makeup on, you out the door. You ain't got to throw a little mousse in your hair and make sure it's spiking right where you want it to be, and you're out the door. All of these girls, you can clearly see they're having fun. They're loving their life right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was looking at this and I'm trying to think, okay, is this a studio? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know the office is an office, okay?
Right.
But when they're outside in the middle of the street,
Blue screen or green
yeah, I'm trying to think if it's blue screened, and because I think for me as a videographer,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been the easier way to go.
Yeah, we know they got the budget for it.
Yes.
Because we've seen Woke Up and some of the others.
Right. Their videos always impress me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing left to, you know what I mean? To chance. They're like, nah. And now vocally,
Yeah, right.
I'm tired and we just give it a reaction. Vocally, they can sing. We already know that.
Mm-hmm.
The transitions on the song going from the first bar to the transition, smooth, straight into it. Even the video transition with the curtain coming down, with the shade coming down. There's nothing all the way down to the eye flashing, the teleportation, the shrinkage. You know what I mean?
So they gotta all have powers too. It seems like Maya's power is to control people because every time you see her in this video, she has a group of people behind her. Even in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just
no. Kick it out there.
One of them can obviously shrink.
Yeah.
And then the other one was
and teleport because
teleport.
And the one in the car teleports the car to where she was.
Right.
The Rainbow Bright girl.
Yeah. So I believe the concept in this video is mostly that they're aliens. Which is why they kind of said no. Which is why even in the office setting, their saturation is super high.
Yeah.
As opposed to the dreary backdrop of the office.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Yeah.
And then Harvey with those weird glasses.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
You just don't know what to expect with XG. You're just like, what are you getting ready to hit me with this time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really thinking this is a backdrop. I don't see them. Well, they could. You know what I mean?
Probably once where the crosswalk is where it starts.
Yeah.
And then they got the cars on the back.
Yeah. Even with, the floating. Yeah, clearly. But she always has somebody following her.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, that exposure, just for the door, almost makes you wonder, did they shoot the door by itself and then have them come in? Because unless you know what you're doing, it's very hard to get that lighting correct.
Mm-hmm.
See, that right there, that was...
She's super speed.
Yeah.
She was doing the gas fingers. This is dope.
Yeah.
What's hers?
Yeah, what is her superpower? Does anybody know what Coconas is? Let us know.
How could you learn the name?
Yeah.
I told you I really fucks with XG. I'm learning it. Maya, Harvey,
Jordan.
Yes, Jordan. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah. I love XG. That's my group of all the groups.
Okay.
And is that What's the one with the Rainbow Bright? Who's that?
It might be Juria.
Yeah.
Juria. Yeah,
I know
I
two
like
of the
her
names
the
are really
best.
close.
Yeah, that's the one I can't
And
remember.
that's so adorable. She's in the building looking like, yeah.
They're
Love the song. Definitely gonna check it out in the truck. See how it goes.
This also reminds me of like UK Garage, like the Craig David
Yes.
stuff. So
they told us that in the comments that they do,
But I think that's why I recognize the song over Woke Up and Howlin', which obviously came out before because Kokona's hair is
it's already
shaved.
shaved. Yeah.
Because I think it was one of the last times I met up with Nick and we did the reaction to his apartment. He was like, "Yo, did you hear the new XG?" Because he knows I'm an XG fanatic. And I was like, "Nah, I kind of been staying away," which is my thing. If I'm not on the panel, I'm staying away because who knows? I don't want to be spoiled. And so I think TGIF just came out that day.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, it sounded like the other John. Like, what other John? He was like, oh, he ain't hear it. So we ended up doing a reaction for this and TGIF. But they both had like that
Craig David
Vogue esque type. Because even at the end of this, you see them walking back and forth and they're like voguing and everything else.
Right.
It just kind of gives that vibe.
And Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in the comments said they think I lean more towards Kokona and Maya, which I do. I do.
Yeah.
I like all the girls though.
No, all of them. Every single one.
They all look like they're having fun.
I'll tell you flat out. I am Maya first.
Okay.
Kokona second, and I love all of the vocal line.
Yeah.
Like they're so underrated.
Mine is Kokona. That she's hands down the best to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love the way she raps. Love the way she raps. I love the way she carries herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I can't believe she cut all that hair off.
Her hair was so long.
Yeah.
But it works for her.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted to do. And they said, all right, go ahead, bet, be my guest.
And I love that they gave her that freedom to do so.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The glasses are ridiculous.
They really are, but they're so ridiculous that they're adorable. You ever see somebody saying that brother is so ugly that he's cute? That's how them glasses is rocking out right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Kevin, come on now, talk your shit. This is your favorite group.
I know. I love XG. They're probably my favorite. They are my favorite of all, K-pop, J-pop, C-pop, etc. They're all super talented. They can all sing. But what I love about them is all their songs I've listened to so far. They're so catchy. The choruses.
Yeah.
It's not like, some cheesy pop song. No, there's some thought that's put into it, and there's like a creative side to these songs.
And it's not rehash.
Yeah. And it's like it's fresh. Every new song every song I've come across, it's like something different. And the videos are so. As soon as this one opened up, she's floating in the air. You're like, okay, this is
something ain't right.
Yeah, this is XG.
Yeah.
But just oh my god, like the costumes they come up with, especially in this one, it's just so bright. I feel like Rainbow Bright or something like that. But I guess it's that Juria that's in the car, that pink, Barbie.
I believe so. Don't quote me. Because I'm still trying to get
learn them. I mean, this is your group, you know.
I got to get on board, get on track. But oh my god, it's great. I'm gonna start listening to them more. Outside of this,
just make sure not to listen to nothing we haven't listened to yet.
I can't guarantee that.
You got to guarantee that because then it's not a reaction.
I know.
Go back and listen to the ones we have.
Yeah. I do.
Y'all done a lot.
Yeah, we have. We have.
I like
but like I told them, you had business. You had to take care of business. And I don't want to do a disappearing act on them again. Kevin wasn't with us, and this was me and Keith. And Keith got deathly sick. And
he had the sniffles.
No, the fuck he didn't, you guys. He fell into a diabetic coma. Okay? And I was pissed at him. Because
did you hear this? Yes,
I was pissed at him because he didn't tell anybody how sick he was. And I remember it was my birthday, threw me a surprise birthday party.
That was right after your birthday.
And he came to the party and he was sitting in the chair the whole time off into the corner. And our building is huge and there was so many people in there, and I looked over and he looked like he was at death's door. And then that next day, I called and you didn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept saying, wow, that's crazy. You know, what's going on? So then I had seen your sister and she told me you were admitted into the hospital and you had fallen into a coma. And everybody was pissed at you because,
they'd be all right.
you know, because you didn't tell anyone. So then right after that, I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still doing the channel by myself, trying to, you know, keep it going. But then I had got sick and I had to lay off because I was just like, yeah, I can't do this without Keith. And then we tried to come back and then my son died.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were out. We were like, okay, listening to K-pop hurt. Redemption is taking a hit right now. Like, the guys come back and they try to update, but just having that empty chair sitting there, you know what I mean? And then Zach, if you guys follow Redemption, his grandmother just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So he hasn't been in the right state of mind to even focus on Redemption. Jarek had to pick up a second job because the funds ain't coming in, you know what I mean? And he also admitted, you know, it's very hard sitting there without Nicholas. So we are having a staff meeting coming up just to talk about what's going to happen with Redemption 46. So if you guys are fans of Redemption 46, at least you're catching it firsthand. We're going to try and put some new people in there and bring it back to life. But for now, Keith had to take care of business, and I said, okay, well, while Keith's gone, we got to keep the channel going. We talked about you. We made sure that your name was not forgotten while we were doing the podcast. If you go look at the videos, we talked about you in every video. Okay, so Keith is a very integral part of this podcast, and he will continue to be. If he disappears, you know he's either taking care of his child or doing something at work,
Or she finally buried my ass under the pool.
That too.
Call the cops.
Off
That
Bring
part,
the dog.
yes. It won't be my pool. We'll just maybe the neighbor's pool. Today we was out there fighting with that pool today, yo. Woo! My back is so. I had to pop almost 1,500 milligrams of Tylenol to get, and my back is still like.
That's one of them Jones. We need perks.
Yeah. So
100%.
and then Kevin joined us. And so when Keith is not here, it's a good thing that, you know, I do have Kevin, but what we do wind up missing is Keith has been doing K-pop longer with Nicholas and them. And when they did Redemption, they did all the research and they're like, you know, studying it. Mm-hmm. So while we're trying to catch up to where Redemption is, he fills us in and says, hey, this person is a part of this group or this person does this. And that's integral to us. You know what I mean? Because we're learning.
So when I'm not here, something ain't right? Huh?
Something ain't right. The nice segue back to this video. So now you guys have been all caught up. You know what's going on with us. We're not trying to leave. We're trying to build this and make this something, you know, that we all enjoy coming to do. I can tell you, and I'm going to tell you guys up front, I have surgery coming up on July 11th. So we will stack up as many videos as we possibly can. And then, you know, hope and pray for the best. You know,
should be fine.
And then right after I recover, while I'm in the hospital, I expect that you guys come to the house or go to the building, you know, and keep the videos going until I get back on my feet. You know what I mean? Promise me that you guys will do that because I don't want us to leave again.
Okay.
All right? You heard it from me. You heard it from them. Just come here and do what you got to do. And I don't want to be in the hospital watching y'all in the pool. Because I'm like, please, get out the pool. I told you we're doing it together.
Kevin, I told you don't be in the pool.
Yeah.
No skinny dipping.
Yeah. No.
I'm not saying me. I'm just saying.
No, don't
okay.
Don't even look at me.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
So now y'all know everything that's going on and anything that's coming up. Make sure to head over to the Patreon because we are doing a 20-minute special with XG on.
So, I don't know if you guys have caught that show where they were basically went camping out in the woods and it kind of gives you their personality a little bit. It's a nice show. I don't know how many episodes there are, but I know it's a dope show. I did see the first episode because it was on YouTube, and my daughter had it on, and I just was too lazy to take the remote. But no, it's a dope show. But I kind of want to make it into a thing. I think it'll be good, and we have so many alphas here that I think they'll appreciate as well.
Yeah. All right. So we had a little malfunction with the camera, but thank God it was right at the end.
Right at the
It's
end.
right at the end. So basically, just make sure to hop over to the Patreon because we're getting ready to do Something Ain't Right dance practice, and we're also going to do the 20-minute episode of XG.
Sweet.
So if you want to check that out, once again, it's at the Patreon. In the meantime, in between
Yo,
time,
Patreon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Patreon is eating good. If y'all not going to, if y'all are alphas, if y'all say y'all alphas and y'all not over at the Patreon checking out some of this content, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Like something ain't right. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
That's what you want to say?
That's what I want to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like y'all need to wake up. Hey, you know what I mean? Start howling and get your ass over to the
Wake up,
Patreon.
Alan. All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, because y'all told us to get into it, and we
Yeah.
into it. So
You know what I mean?
Just
Like,
learned a new dance, so
like,
come on,
hey,
let's go.
hey,
I'm on my
Hey.
tippy toes.
hey.
hey, Kevin.
You see, you feeling the vibe? Like,
Yeah.
what? Y'all need to get in line. Like, y'all need to get in line.
All right, so we're gonna save some of this energy for the Patreon. So head on over there now because that's where we're going. Thank you
Yeah.
again for tuning in. Once again, once more because we got cut off. Hit that like, subscribe, and what do I usually say? Comment,
Hit the goddamn buttons below.
Like,
Hit the
subscribe.
goddamn button up
Comment.
top.
Yeah.
and that notification so you know the next time we update. Head over to the Patreon, and in the meantime and in between time, please be safe in these streets. Peace.